Hey, welcome back. It's Dr. Shwazz here. Mental Block is the first of two Gymkhana drift events. So Gymkhanas, I like to think, are sort of a combination between sprint and drift contest where you have to reach a certain score within a certain amount of time. The goal here is to obtain the gold score of 850,000 within 6 minutes and 45 seconds. These first few bends here are going to be heavily congested with traffic, so just watch out for them on the outside lanes, especially around checkpoint 2 and 3. Could easily ruin the run right at the beginning here. Start off by doing regular drifts and holding and chaining them as long as possible. You're not going to have a lot of time to point farm on this as it's timed, so you really want to make sure that you take advantage of every single corner and section of the track accordingly. On screen I will put benchmark scores of what you should be at certain times in the map or on the track, so just look out for that. This first half of the track, you want to focus mostly on maintaining as high a score as possible, and not too much on the speed, as your pacing will probably be fine as long as you stay in third gear. The first half of the track, before the long tunnel, you're going to be spending most of your time drifting and gaining as high scores as possible. The second half has lots of long sections where you won't be able to afford spending a lot of time drifting, so I will mention that when we get there. This event is basically a culmination of all the skills that you have probably have learned and mastered up to this point. Combination of drifting and speed driving all in one, and this is mastery in both is what's required for the gold standard, so definitely going to be a lot of practice to get this one. Just watch out for this toll booth here and drift around that. Just definitely don't want to crash into that. As you approach checkpoint 40 in this rail part, you would probably want to spend less time drifting and just driving quickly through here. As you approach this container yard, you want to be at around 650,000 points with a little over 2 minutes left. Watch out for this metal fence right there. Sometimes it's hard to see, so make sure you don't drift into that. As you approach this construction zone, you want to be at around 700,000 points. And this is definitely also an area where you don't want to spend a lot of time drifting. Drift on the main corners and maybe a couple small drifts here and there, but you basically just want to race through this. As you see, I'm not really accumulating too many points here, as I also need to reach the finish line and get the points at the same time. This long straight, again, another opportunity where you just want to speed across it. Alright, as you approach this sort of fountain area, you want to be at around 750,000 points with around a minute left. Once you exit the area, just watch out for some traffic, because there is definitely some that can get in your way. On this long straight here, just watch out for the trailer hitches that are kind of in the dark here on the right side. They can definitely catch you off guard, so make sure you avoid those. This last section here is just a couple of small side streets. Just watch out for some traffic here. They can definitely mess up your score opportunities here in the final sections here. As you can see, I hit the score with about 10 seconds left. And there we go. And congratulations for completing one of the hardest drift events in the game. Definitely give it a 5 out of 5 just based on the score requirement and the time and the ability and need to balance both of those in order to get the score and the completion. That'll finish the Manu series. Thank you all so much for watching. See ya.